Hello, everyone. Today, I want to talk about something that changed in my life last year. Because of the quarantine situation, we are all spending a lot of time at home, and at least for me, this was a big change. I didn't used to spend so much time at home before. I love exercising and sports, and I used to always have a new place to go hiking or jogging, or a ballet place to go to. And staying in wasn't really on my routine. Therefore, I also didn't spend a lot of time organizing or decorating my house. More specifically my room, it was just a place for me to sleep and store my stuff, not a place for me to relax or work. Well, all that changed last year with COVID. So slowly, over the months, my relationship with my house changed, naturally. I was working from home and spending the weekends in, and over the time, I started to get really uncomfortable with the messy aesthetic of my house. Not that my place was super messy, no, it was quite okay. But now that all that I did was staying home, I wanted it to be beautiful to look at. So I started making a huge effort to find ways to organize my stuff in a very aesthetically pleasing way. My room was a big challenge, because although it is not a small room, it has around 12 square meters, it is also not huge, and I have a bunch of stuff. I already had a bed, a large wardrobe, an armchair, a dresser, 2 night tables, a radio, 2 mirrors, a bookshelf, a hat hanger, a chest, and another small shelf for my handbags. My room was stuffed and messy, and I still wanted to fit a desk and chair since I was working out from home. I tried working from the living room as there is already a table there, but I don't have an AC on the living room, only in my bedroom. And where I live, it can easily get to 40 degrees Celsius, so I really need an AC to be able to work. Today I want to share with you some of the things that I did to organize my space, make it more aesthetically pleasing, and to be able to fit more furniture in my room. The biggest issue I saw was concerning my clothes. Whenever I used a jacket or a pair of jeans for a day, it wasn't quite dirty yet to wash, but it also wasn't clean. I used to just fold this piece and pile it over my wooden chest. You can see why this was a problem for me. Not only it was inconvenient because I then couldn't open my chest, it also looked really messy and just ugly. There was no way I could fit another hanger on my room. So what I did was that I glued 2 hooks to the back of my door, and now I hang my clothes there. It looks really organized, and it actually is very aesthetic. You can buy this type of hooks easily in many different types of stores, and they come in many different designs. Another thing that was bothering me a lot was the shelf where I store my handbags. Not only most of my handbags wasn't shaped on a way that it stands up by itself, so that you can easily put it on a shelf, but also the shelf itself took up a lot of space, much more than the bags. So I got rid of this shelf. It didn't look good, nor work it well for its purpose. What I did is that I used the same wall space that had the shelf before to now glue hooks again and hang my bags. It is amazing how it looks a zillion times better. And just by removing one piece of furniture, the room seemed a lot less stuffed. Now my room was already looking more organized and clean, but it still needed to fit in a desk for me to work. For that, I first moved some furniture around and was able to clear a small space of about 1 meter long and 40 centimeters deep. Small, but big enough for me to comfortably use my laptop. One thing that I think helped a lot was that my bed is not placed on a corner. I have it right in the middle of my room, which at first may seem like it would take up more space this way, but it actually takes less wall space like this. And most of our furniture is always placed close to a wall, so optimizing your wall usage is really the key here. Although I already had a space for my desk, I couldn't find a table small enough to fit there. I looked on every website I knew without success, so I decided to build this desk myself. With the help of my father, we created the perfect small desk to fit the space that I had. The last problem I had, and this one I couldn't fix, so if you have a solution for me, please leave it on the comments. I have a lot of shoes, and I have no place to store them. I have some shoes in my wardrobe, some shoes in my chest, but there are still some that I just leave anywhere on the floor, which looks really bad. Sometimes I just put them under my bed, which is okay, but it's still not ideal. I'm still looking for a better way, a prettier way to store my shoes. The last thing I had to organize was a big pile of paper, texts, old tests, notes, just work stuff in general. My desk was too small, so I needed to store these someplace else. So again, I just glued a hook to the side of my bookshelf and put all of my papers on a fabric bag and hang it on the side of my shelf. It looked really nice and tidy, and it's really easy to go through my papers. Now my room is a lot nicer, and I feel like this is a place where I can relax and also work. It is organized enough so that it's not overwhelming to stay in, and it's very functional in the way that everything has a place that is easy to access. Well, I hope this video can serve you as an inspiration for you to solve your organizational problems, or just be entertaining. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe to the channel, and I see you on the next video.